Snow White will not be released till 2025. The movie's been pushed back a year. Again.
We all know about the absolute dumpster fire that will be Disney's upcoming remake of Snow White with Rachel Zegler. But that's okay, it doesn't matter. Why? Because we have a brand new Snow White coming.
It's official. Disney's Snow White is delayed. That means the movie is doomed. That's bad news for Mickey. That's great news for the Daily Wire. So get ready, folks, for a title fight between two studios. Ladies and gentlemen, in the left corner wearing blue trunks, you got Disney and their Snow White starring Rachel Zegler's Bad Attitude. She represents bad stories, big mouths, and quota queens. In the right corner wearing black trunks, you got the scrappy underdog, the Daily Wire, and their live-action Snow White and the Evil Queen. It stars Brett Cooper as a stand-in for fans everywhere that have been given the middle finger by the Mouse House. Disney has been challenged. And since they love it so much by playing chef and messing with classic recipes, well, they got their wish. Now they're going to be the main course at a good old-fashioned barbecue. What's going on, everybody? Snow White has been the center of attention for a while, except she's not getting a lot of love. That's all about to change.
Once upon a time.
Imagine if you take two studios making live-action films about the same story, Snow White, and then they go head-to-head. See, that was the original game plan. Come 2024, we were going to witness the very first big-screen David and Goliath beatdown between the Daily Wire and Disney. That is, until Disney became coward. They lost their nerve, had a temper tantrum, picked up their toys, and ran back home. Now they're making excuses about it. But we'll get to that in a minute. The real question now is who's going to win the fight? Is it going to be the Mouse's millions, or is it going to be the might and magic of genuine storytelling? It's time to place your bets.
All right, gamblers, step right up and bring your money.
You know what's really amazing about this cinematic version of the Rumble in the Jungle between the Mouse House and the New Kids on the Block? Is that the audience can instantly tell which studio actually cares about story and fans solely based on who they hired to be their lead actress. For example, you got one studio hired a hungry ego alert whose only dream was to be a star and to be a hall monitor for the Hollywood High.
The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. Weird. It's Hollywood, baby.
As soon as fan outrage hit the papers, she blamed everyone for being a misogynist or a bigot.
Yeah, that's not gonna fly.
On the other hand, you had a studio that hired an actress who simply wanted to bring millions of people joy.
I'm literally the one in that trailer, and I'm still like so excited and I get chills. Just trying to represent the values that Snow White is based in, the timeless values that we all loved growing up that are sadly being forgotten in this new adaptation.
Right from the jump, Brett's smile lights up the screen. That is passion for a project. That is pure joy. Nowhere in the clip do you get a sense that the actress is trying to reject the fairy tale, reject the romance, mock men, or the prince. She's not trying to promote a modern day trend. That's just 100% love for Grimm's timeless fairy tale and its fans.
Our creative team actually gives a crap about the source material. They want to tell the original story with the values and the themes that made the Grimm brothers fairy tale so famous and important to begin with.
She's going to give her the role her all, and she's not going to take a moment to stop and tell us how hot she is.
Let's address the elephant in the room. I'm the hottest person in the world.
Nor, God forbid, are we ever going to get a lecture from her about being paid millions of dollars not being enough for her to wear a dress and have fun on set all day.
If I'm going to stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed online.
All right, you're a spoiled little brat.
Maybe, just maybe, it's Rachel's smug mouth. That's the reason why her Snow White film has been temporarily shelved. It's either that, or perhaps Mickey put his hand in his pocket because he wanted to pull out some cash to give Minnie a gift, and the only thing he came up with was a little bit of lint. But once he realized that, it hit him. Nothing woke sells. Unicornia, it only exists as a fantasy land in the mind of online window lickers and in TikTok's algorithm. Disney's live-action Snow White has been delayed. See, these rumors have been around for months, but this time it's official. It comes from the head cheese back at the boardroom, the guys who are too busy drinking Bud Light to make a good movie. Snow White will not be released till 2025. The movie's been pushed back a year. Again, for the second time. It's not a good sign. Typically, these are the steps that a studio takes when they want to pull a plug on one of their big budget poison pills. Are you really surprised about it? This is the second movie in a row that's gotten tired of being Zeglered. Rachel Zegler replaced by newcomer in Paddington 3, due to the SAG-AFTRA strike. Let me get this straight. First, it was Snow White was delayed. And of course, Disney, they blame the strikes. They have to do that for the optics. I get it. Then you had Paddington in Peru. That's actually the official title for the film. They replaced Rachel with a newcomer. And then later, the studio blamed the strikes as well. See, that's where things get a little fuzzy for me, kind of go haywire, because Studio Canal is a French company, and they've been shooting Paddington 3 in Peru, the UK, and in Colombia. No one there, the studio, is involved with the Hollywood Union. So is Hollywood strike actually code for being fired? Because that's what I think so. It's either that or the director of Paddington. He decided to finally look into Rachel's career and see that her first two films conservatively lost over $450 million. Today, Snow White is dead as a doornail. And then he read the gloomy report about her next box office bomb coming out on November 17th. Rachel Zegler's The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, predicted to have franchise worst opening weekend. And here, I thought everyone loved Rachel Zegler. Zegler's done. It's over. And the Daily Wire's Snow White and the Evil Queen is going to ensure that the actress no longer works in movies. Because once you see both films, it's going to be tragic. They're going to see that Brett Cooper Snow White, and everyone's going to forget who the hell even Rachel Zegler is, which ensures that one day she's going to have to go back to the gym to keep building up her forearm muscles for a future at Starbucks pulling espresso shots. But hey, that's good luck for her. That means she won't have to memorize any scripts anymore. The only line she's going to have to worry about is, do you want soy to go with that latte?
Yeah. Weird.
The sad news is that Walt Disney's company, it no longer exists. And that's exactly why Daily Wire has picked up his mantle. They're taking the battle straight to Disney's doorstep.
Disney, the most powerful entertainment company in the world, got caught saying the quiet part out loud.
Our leadership over there has been so welcoming to my not at all secret gay agenda. And
namely that they were using their brand, a brand parents had been trusting with their children for generations, to indoctrinate those children into the LGBTQIA cult.
I was just wherever I could, just basically adding queerness.
In the show Proud Family, Disney stirs racial division with songs like
Slaves built this country, and we, the descendants of slaves in America, have earned reparations for their suffering. Slaves built this country.
where kids rap about descendants of slaves earning reparations for every minute they spend submerged in, quote, systematic prejudice, racism, and white supremacy.
Bentkey is a new entertainment company that the Daily Wire set up, and then they invested $100 million into it. Its mission is simple: bring back wholesome family entertainment and fun for everyone.
Here we go. Please keep your arms and legs inside the cart at all times.
Imagine this.
All I see is adventure.
There's going to be plenty of material for mom and dad to watch, but on top of that, we're going to see the return of Saturday morning cartoons for kids.
And there will be new episodes released every single Saturday morning. That's right, we're bringing back Saturday morning cartoons.
The cherry on top is that Snow White and the Evil Queen has already inspired true excitement around the world. Ever since the teaser was released, people from all walks of life everywhere have been jumping on board the train, buying a one-way ticket out of Tinseltown, right back to real entertainment.
We all know about the absolute dumpster fire that will be Disney's upcoming remake of Snow White with Rachel Zegler. But that's okay, it doesn't matter. Why? Because we have a brand new Snow White coming, and it's made by people that don't give a shit about being woke.
The great news is Snow White isn't alone. The Daily Wire is currently deep in a production shoot for the Pendragon Cycle. That's a series that's based on a historical fantasy novel that explores the life of King Arthur, the Knights of the Round Table, and the Sword Excalibur. And just like Snow White, the studio is looking to faithfully adapt the source material. See, the Daily Wire, they don't want to imitate the Hollywood Hive's political message machine, but just do it on the right side. Not at all. They want to fight back against that. They just want to copy the winning formula from the golden age of cinema. It's simple. Focus on great stories, strong characters, and give the customers what they want.
It's not what you like, it's the consumer.
See, in this day and age, to have a studio like the Daily Wire making a movie that sticks to canon, well, my friends, that's a revolutionary act. And yet another reason why things are looking up. So you better get ready to start wearing your best smile. If you found value in this video and you enjoy it, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts in the comments down below, and share with everyone you know. And to win every battle and stay true to yourself, all you have to do is remember, we never bow down, we never bend the knee. Always forward.